Hello everyone, and now welcome to a match between XiaoKai versus Sock. This game taking place here on Amazonia. Couple of things to note. XiaoKai Sock, this is coming from the WGL. This Winter Division, I believe, is the official title and the official name. So a lot more being played online here, and we'll see what strategies and players what strategies these players will be using. XiaoKai has spawned as the purple undead player over here on the bottom left. Meanwhile, Sock has spawned as the red human player, or not red human, but teal human player. I'm not going colorblind. Teal human player over here on the top right. Always interesting to see these games get underway here. Archmage I am expecting, and a Death Knight I am expecting as well. Altar of Darkness, there's that Ziggurat, and well, yeah, just feel a little flustered. Don't know what that's all about. Hopefully my spider sense is not going crazy. Death Knight getting trained up here, and it is going to be an Archmage. Nothing too out of the ordinary as of yet. Typically, Archmage will try and go for a fast expansion, or at least try and get to tier 2, clearing out this 5, 3, 3, and this 3, and this level 3 creep camp. Having access to Brilliance Aura is an absolute must for the Archmage. Meanwhile, coming up against the Death Knight. Death Knight often will go for, or usually goes for, Death Coil first. In days of old, we often saw Unholy Aura first for that faster movement speed and just being able to get out across the map. But now that Unholy Aura did get a slight movement speed nerf, moving from a 10% bonus down to a 7.5, I don't believe we will see that as the case. WGL being cast in classic graphics here in 2020, as we're looking at an Acolyte already pulling over the creeps right there, and there's a little bit of damage once more. Acolyte taking all of that damage right there. Water Elemental going to go ahead and be dropped there. Militia trying to retreat back. You can see a little bit of damage, and are we perhaps going to see a steal? That is going to be the big question right there. Militia trying to just finish off that Acolyte, does end up getting finished off. Water Elemental going to get finished off as well, as the Archmage picks up a Gloves of Haste. All right, Death Knight going to come back across, perhaps try and do a little bit of stealing. There's a Death Coil onto the Archmage. Archmage, however, having a little bit of extra bonus hit points because of that health, able to fight that back off. Multiple Death Coils onto that Archmage already. That's very aggressive. Death Knight now already down to 116 mana, as the Archmage, well, drops a second Water Elemental. All right, second Water Elemental needs to get to level 2 in order to get that Brilliance Aura. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Rogue. Thank you for the subscription. That definitely helps. Death Knight now trying to make its way back over, as the Archmage continuing to fight back and forth. There's the Death Coil steal. Death Knight gets a little bit of experience right there, as the Peasant, well, getting taken down. All right, Skeletal Minions, are they going to end up falling? And what is this? This is a lone Death Knight here, putting in a lot of pressure back on all of these units now. All right, apparently a little bit of issue with lag with the players, as the skeletal minions trying to retreat back. Archmage just needs an extra skeletal minion for the kill. Apparently there might be a little bit of lag going on, as we see that well, little golem getting, or the golems getting in on the action. All right, trying to find any additional units. Death Knight trying to retreat back once more. Archmage could have perhaps tried to take down an apprentice wizard there. Death Knight does have 92 mana, and there is a lone crypt being out and about here. Oh, there it goes, level 2 on the Archmage, and this may force XiaoKai to back up, as he's dealing with a stronger, faster, and more units onto the board here. All right, trying to go after all of these units now. Archmage going after the Rock Golem, should be able to do exactly that. Death Knight putting in a little bit of pressure there with that Crypt Fiend, as we're having the Footman go after that Rock. Okay, there goes one Mud Golem. Archmage still around here on the map here, down to 267 hit points. What is he doing? He's standing right here, trying to get all of the items. Picks up a Potion of Greater Mana, not the item he was looking for. Perhaps was hoping for a Potion of Greater Healing, and now trying to back away again. May try to drop a Water Elemental here. No, not doing that as of yet. Another Troll Trapper going to get taken down. Death Knight still sitting at level 1. Archmage sitting at 2.7. There's a Death Coil, finishing off another Peasant, and now the Death Knight may try and get another, Death Coil off on the Archmage here in just a moment. Footman, Skeletal Minion still trying to fight back here. One Skeletal Minion going to go after that Archmage. Archmage down to 100 hit points, playing a very dangerous game, down to 67. What is going down here? Death Knight may try to go for a Death Coil, but I believe Sock is on position, trying to get the Death Coil down there. 5 hit points, beautifully done, and able to stay alive at 5 hit points right there, knowing exactly how much damage a Death Coil does to a hero, right on the money. And then, didn't use the Scroll of Town Portal. Death Knight could have tried to use that Death Coil just a little bit earlier, force the Scroll of Town Portal, but instead the Archmage is now going to run back over. And is this going to be a crazy reset as the Archmage sits at level 2? Scroll of Regeneration now used. Tech to tier 2 has begun. Lich now getting added. Lucky Lancer, thank you for the sub. Definitely helps. Death Knight now coming back around, only sitting at level 1. Not that much mana, as the Archmage needs to get in a lot of experience here and a lot of time to regenerate those hit points. Water Elemental, will clear things up. Level 2 now. Level 2 Water Elemental is already available. Mantle of Intelligence plus Tome of Strength, giving that Archmage additional longevity with an additional 50 hit points. Death Knight making its way back off to the north here. Archmage going to perhaps drop some additional water elementals to try and creep out this difficult creep camp. What is it waiting to pick up? Boots of Speed? No. What is it? No, it is going to be Boots of Speed. All right, Boots of Speed being picked up now, as the Death Knight going after the Kobold Tunneler. Level 2 on that Death Knight. Lich is off on the side here, also has a Potion of Mana, and this may be a very aggressive play by XiaoKai. All right, early on, normally that Lich only has 2 Frost Novas available to him. Now with an additional Frost Nova available, with a Stag coming in with a body block, are we going to see a Death Coil or a little bit more damage? Now trying to wander back around, down to 130 hit points. Water Elemental getting damage onto that Archmage. Meanwhile, we are looking at one Scout Tower, 1 Arcane Vault off over here. Archmage could be in trouble. Almost accidentally finds that Death Knight again, as the Lich does have a potion, or already used that Potion of Mana for that Frost Nova. Archmage is in serious trouble here, doesn't have the right survivability items. There's some Blight, and is this going to be a tower attempt? No, it is not. Just getting some Blight for some additional healing, as the units are now running on in. All right, in comes some repairs there. Water Elemental is being dropped back. Footmen now trying to make their way over. Archmage trying to be extremely careful here, putting in pressure onto that Death Knight. If you can put pressure onto the Death Knight will be forced to retreat. And then, usually the rest of the army retreats back as well. Archmage still trying to keep that distance back. We are looking at 1 Arcane Tower trying to hold back the army here, as the Archmage still has a Potion of Greater Mana, but not much else. All right, Footman trying to fight back once more. We're looking at a Water Elemental getting pressured, and all of these units are just constantly getting split, and that is the problem. The Archmage is unable to engage in on this battle, as we see the level 2 Lich coming online. There's a big Frost Nova across multiple Footmen before the Arcane Tower removes too much. Death Knight now standing still, as we are looking at XiaoKai with a tower attempt as well. Ziggurat getting added in. Crypt Fiend's able to finish down 1 Scout Tower there. Footmen trying to fight back against the ghouls, will be able to finish off a couple of them, but it's not going to give that much more experience to the Archmage, as the Archmage is still off on the side here, down to 200 hit points. Water Elemental trying to go after the Ziggurats, not going to work out well. Footmen don't have defend, and that is going to be the issue here, as the Death Knight, gonna be able to stop the healing on the Archmage once more. Footman, Militia now being called back over. Are we going to see dropping a Water Elemental? Where is that extra Water Elemental? Should be dropping them. There it goes. Death Knight. No Death Coil on that Archmage. Archmage trying to back away. Knights and everything trying to attack back once more, as we're looking at that damage adding up slowly but surely. Crypt Fiend now trying to back up again. Militia and Footman all getting slowed down by that very, very powerful Frost Armor there, as a Ziggurat going to get shut down there. Death Coil. Wow, Archmage down to 37 hit points, able to survive a little bit once more, as the Death Knight now going to chase, and there's the Death Coil, and Scroll of Town Portal cancellate, as stopping that last bit of damage. Coming back around, both Ziggurats were taken down. One of them actually did go down, allowing for further Blight, as we're looking at an Obsidian statue going to get surrounded here. 39 supply compared to 44. Militia could get added in. More peasants are still being trained up, as there goes one Obsidian statue. Water Elemental going to go after another Obsidian statue again, as the Archmage is trying to heal back up from that Arcane Vault. The Potion of Greater Mana has been used. Water Elementals now is trying to sneak on over there, as this Scout Tower trying to get repaired. It does not look like it will stay up, as the Crypt Fiend should be able to take that down. There it goes. More damage getting added in. There's that Water Elemental Archmage. No longer has that Clarity Potion going for it, as the Archmage now being forced to retreat back. Sub 100 hit points multiple times throughout this match. Death Knight has enough for another Death Coil. If the Lich gets up to level 3, all bets are off, as Frost Nova Death Coil will shut down that Archmage pretty much. No, Frost Nova used on the Footman instead, and now we're going to see a Burrow. All right, Burrow. Footman do not have Defend, trying to retreat back once more. Water Elemental going straight after the Obsidian Statue. Obsidian Statue, however, getting repaired by the Acolyte. So that Acolyte originally being used to try and summon up Ziggurats for the towers, actually prolonging this attack by keeping the glue of this army together and keeping it alive and up and running. All right, so far though, Sok is having a difficult time here. 2 level 3 heroes. Mountain King now shows up onto the battlefield. Is the Mountain King's presence, presence going to be made known here? Perhaps throw down a Stormbolt, going after that Lich. Lich going to end up getting surrounded, adding in a farm in the front of this battle here. Not quite sure what's going on. Death Knight should have plenty of mana for a Death Coil to try and save, as the Goblin Shredder getting added in. Sok is now in trouble. 36 supply compared to 49, down by 13. Goblin Shredder going after those mechanical units. No, not really going after those mechanical units. Yeah, going after those Crypt Fiends with that large normal attack. Mountain King being forced to retreat back down to 119 hit points. Death Knight could have gotten a Death Coil now, but the Mountain King has backed away far enough. More farms getting added in once more, perhaps trying to add in a little bit of protection. Another Water Elemental going to get taken down. Death Knight getting very close to level 4. Death Coil, Frost Nova, level 4 on the Death Knight, and that is the GG. XiaoKai with a quick game over Sok. Less resources, but able to get in a very large hero level advantage by constantly taking down peasants. And well, by taking down those peasants, eventually, once that Lich got to level 3, that hero focused direct damage from the Death Knight and that Lich was just far too much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.